So I have planted these sunflower dwarf sensations. So apparently it needs full sun to be planted in pots and garden beds, and it flowers in 8 to 10 weeks. And there's a germination guarantee there. And then large bright yellow flowers on a compact plant that's ideal for pots and garden beds or borders. It's a hardy annual, suitable for pots, easy to grow. So you put it in the full sun, so 10 millimeters, which is 1 centimeter in depth. Germinates within 7 to 10 days. Then you space the plant 30 centimeters apart. And then the plant grows to a height of 40 centimeters and then flowers in 8 to 10 weeks. So it's lot 7, sow by August 2024. So sowing advice: when you're up here, it's spring, summer, and autumn. When you're here, it's late to early summer. And when it's down here, it's spring to early summer. So I guess I sowed it in the right time there. So you could all in all just say sometime in summer. So how? Sow direct where they are to grow. Firm down, water gently, and keep moist through germination period. Choose a warm, sunny, well-drained position sheltered from wind. Add blood and bone before planting. I didn't do that. Keep free from weeds and keep well watered. Apply Thrive soluble flower and fruit regularly. So that's some sort of plant feed. That I don't have. I have some other kind. At the moment I've been feeding the plants orchid food. So I figure it's almost the same. It says protect from snails and slugs with Bitsum Yates brand. So I haven't done that either. So it says remove spent blooms to prolong flowering as well. Caution: treated with thiram, do not eat seeds or feed them to animals. That's really weird, because if a bird came along and ate some of the seeds, it's not actually your fault. But I don't think any species ate the seeds. So now we'll see how my plants are doing. So here are my real plants. They're in a good position. I wasn't sure whether they should be in a hanging basket, because a hanging basket isn't generally a pot. They'll probably grow around this tall and they might be susceptible to wind. But anyways, once the plants are grown, say even at this level, they could easily be replanted into a garden bed. But at the moment, they're really enjoying this position. So I'm happy for them to be there. So now that they've grown into little plants, a lot of them, it's fair to say that they should be planted 30 centimeters apart from each other. That's not going to happen. So I'm just going to leave them to grow sort of wildly in this sort of dish. They probably like the dish because it doesn't hold water. The water just goes through the nest. It just goes through it. It doesn't store it like a dish stores. So in that way, it doesn't collect water. So they're probably perfectly happy just being fed water and keeping the soil moist and having the rest of the water fall through. And it also collects water from this one, which, also, water falls down when it's being fed water. So at the moment they're very healthy and happy. They're really big. They're growing quite fast. And, they probably grow to flowering and keep growing, I'd say. But I have been told, oh, you should really replant some of them. But I'm just going to keep them all there bunched together, and then later I can move some around or something if I want. But they seem to be quite happy. So if they're happy, I'm happy for them to stay in that basket. So that's the blooming sunflower. And they're yet to grow a real flower.